Timothy, are you okay if here or perhaps in the middle of the episode I stick a little self-promo in? I'll just record it and drop it in. Okay, cool. Okay. Water, fire, earth, air, spirit, and the other one. What'd I forget?
You didn't. I was just seeing if you would catch it.
Shit! I find out I'm missing a major element.
You forgot snacks.
Oh. That's a bonus episode. Is talking about where our snack placements would be.
Ooh.
Speaking of bonus episodes, in one of our recent bonuses, we what we're talking about today was inspired by that, and we kind of started talking about it, and then we were like, "No, wait,
tangent,
save it." So, what are we doing? Tell the kiddos
today. I didn't do it. Yeah. Today we are talking about a sort of mishmash of elemental magic and your natal chart and how those things interplay and interact and how we might use them together.
Mm-hmm. But first, today's episode is brought to you by Madam Spectre and the Grave Robbers.
That is Madam without the E if you're looking for them on Facebook. It is a band that's been together for a little over a year, and they write all original songs inspired by heartbreak and a smidge of political rage, which you know I'm here for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is like exciting. We've never been sponsored by a band before.
I know.
The music nerd in me is freaking out.
The person who, this is the same person who did the artwork for us on Fan Art Friday, which, by the way, if you have fan art that you would like us to share, we would love it. If it was wbah fan art. Look, if it's Buffy, cool, but we're looking for wbah.
Buffy!
We'll share it on Fridays with the hashtag Fan Art Friday on Instagram.
Yeah. And the very first piece of fan art for Fan Art Friday that we got was from one member of this, Madam Spectre and the Grave Robbers. Who, by the way, I don't know if, this was intended to be included, but I thought it was really nice. In the email we have, they just kind of talk about creating the band, and they say, I created this magical, powerful woman in my head and surrounded by the energy of dark femininity. And before I could blink, we were synonymous. So if you need more musical energy like that in your life, we will have links and everything below. So please check them out.
And this is what they say about the art piece. The art piece I designed for wbah as a longtime listener and also a sharer of spooky encounters on the Halloween episode in 2023, they think, is inspired by traditional magic practices and a little bit of spookiness. It's a traditional tattoo design of a lady head with a twist of feral energy, which these two always bring with the laughter.
Hey. And I love the way that this art piece goes so well with the whole send me your teeth thing that we're on. It's a really, really cool, like, American, what is that style called? American traditional tattoo? Or
I don't know.
I believe it's like a traditional American style tattoo. You know it. You'll know it when you see it. Yeah, like this kind of sailor look to it. It's fucking cool.
It's really cool.
Check it out. It's probably the cover of this episode. Mm-hmm. So just look at your phone right now.
This they actually have Madam Spectre also has an album coming out on Tuesday, the day before this airs, so you should be able to just get it right now. And the album is called Between Now and Forever.
Oh.
So check it out. It's exciting. Give them some downloads. Give them some love. Support your fellow beans.
So a huge thank you to the art piece, a huge thank you for musical creation, which is, as we get deeper and deeper into the world of generative AI art
Yeah.
in all of its forms, I think human created anything is going to be really special. So check
And
it out.
also way cooler.
Oh, and also way cooler. Dude, I can't. So you and I have our own personal natal charts pulled up so we can have something to kind of reference when we are talking through this. So I guess we could start by giving you guys a quick little reminder rundown of what our charts look like. We just put a picture of the chart up. We're like, decipher that.
I had to find mine.
So my big three is I am a Leo sun, Taurus moon, Pisces rising. So sorry. So that's fire, earth, and water for me, while you are
Taurus sun, Aries moon, Gemini rising.
So earth, earth, air?
No, Aries is fire.
That's right. Oops.
But
I'm a witch.
See, that's thirds. But my whole chart, 26% fire, 22% earth, 52% air.
Whoa. Wow.
So when you corrected me, and I was like, no way, you're hugely air. I was like, oh yeah.
That's crazy to me because for the longest time, even on this podcast, when it was just like me and Mace, like kind of joking, you were the earth person because you're so synonymous with Taurus to us, I guess, in our heads. We're just like, yeah, that's the Taurus. It's Timothy. But you are so much more in the full scope of your chart, air focused.
Well, I always think of Macy as being super, super earth.
She is super, super earth. She's got Capricorn on everything.
When I think of earth, it's Macy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I guess I kind of stop at the sun sign and I'm like, yep, she's air. I did not break mine into percentages and I wish I did now. But just kind of running through, I'll just list these out. So we've got Leo, Taurus, Leo, Gemini, Aries, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Yeah.
So you have a lot of fire, bro.
So I've got fire, earth, fire, air, fire, air, fire, fire, earth, fire, water, water.
So six
So
fire.
A lot of fire. A lot of fire.
I'm not trying to do percentages, but that's far outnumbered, way more fire than anything else, which would make sense because you're a Leo.
I'll take it.
You know what, though? Considering the classes you've taught, that makes sense. And the readings that you do,
well, sure.
That makes sense.
Sure. I was going to say, ultimately, aside of everything else, I'm very... I have this kind of split thing with water and fire because while I love water, I wish very much that I was more water inclined. I have a heavy respect for it. I am fire through and through. And so I try to bring the element of working with water in, but I only have like two. What about you? Or do you find that you are mostly air? And how does that work for you?
Well, what brought this up was we were talking about types of cleansing, and then we somehow got on different ways to do magic somehow, to do witchcraft. And as we were talking, I realized that almost all of mine involve air, like the breath and the wind, like incense sometimes. And
we debated whether or not that was fire or air.
Yeah, but you pointed out how much air I have in my chart, and I was like, "Oh, holy crap!" And we were talking about. I said something about how I don't really find that cleansing baths work. They don't work for me spiritually, and I have no water in my chart. So then we were like, holy crap, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I wonder how these things align. So, I guess could we start with like what's the most reoccurring thing that you do?
Me?
Yes. I'm assuming it's some kind of protective work because you've
Yeah.
stated that that's your jam.
Yeah.
Um,
When I drove regularly, it was traffic work, which I did with my breath.
yeah. Without having to go into detail, like do you work? I guess you did answer that. Yeah, with mostly air. You don't use water at all.
If I'm doing my big quarterly warding, then I do use a liquid. It's not usually water, to be honest. It's usually Florida water, which is alcohol.
As far as perhaps maybe just liking the vibe of it, or maybe you feel like
fire.
That's what you are. Yeah. What are your fire placements?
Moon, Aries moon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the other ones.
Well, it would make sense that you have an emotional tie to fire. We've got the moon in a fire sign. You know, the more that I sit here and think about it, the more that I am struggling to think of where I use water in my practice, even though it just feels like I do. The things that actually have stuck around are earth and fire.
Like moon water is not a thing I do.
Occasionally I'll do it. It's one of those things that like I typically do it when I start to feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I should do more witchy things. Oh, I don't know, make moon water, but when it comes to things that I inherently do, candle magic comes so first and foremost for me, to the point that I thought it was that way with everyone. And I've had to I've had several conversations with other people where they're like, no, I mean, I'll do it, but it's not like my big thing. And I'm like, what?
Me too.
Yeah.
For me, it's breath. Like I mentioned rainbow water because when I'm out there, usually it's rainbow o'clock. So I go, let me do some rainbow water since I'm out here. But I don't go out there to do rainbow water, and I don't do moon water, but I always do breath work.
Do you think things like the light spectrum, like the rainbow o'clock and rainbows and stuff like that, do you think that would fall under the category of air? Because it's not earth. It's not. I mean, you could make an argument for water.
Because I'm putting it in the water.
What?
I'm putting it in the water.
Sure, but I just mean
at that moment, if you're talking using rainbows
in general
as a whole.
Yeah, if you shot a rainbow light at something, what would that fall under? Because I'm tempted to put it under
either air or spirit.
Yeah. Well, see, that's another thing is spirit, because we don't have spirit placements in our chart.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, would be tight if we did. Mm-hmm. But that's a whole other thing.
Okay, if we're talking the 4 elements, then yeah, I would probably say air, because it doesn't need water, because we use prisms.
Yeah. True.
It's like a combination of fire and earth.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Yeah, air, it feels like air. Well, in this specific case that I am talking about, it comes from the sun.
But what if you were a dark room, it's midnight, and you wanted to like, I'm calling on the power of light, and you flip like a little flashlight on? Is that
even even the moon is just a reflection of the sun.
That's true. That's true. And I was going to say candles are fire, but obviously. I was like, if you were in a dark room and you lit a candle, would that count as fire?
How come you can't do a prism with your kitchen light?
You mean like a light bulb?
Yeah.
Can you not?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, I'm sure if you held it right, you could. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, how cool would that be? You just blast rainbows at stuff.
We're ruining our theories by talking about this. Our theories aren't proving out.
Well, I don't know. I think they perhaps could be. What element do you think out of the four main, what do you think is the most, like, the closest to spirit for you? And of course, this is a
Air.
an opinion question. See? Okay, air?
Because it's intangible.
Sure.
I can't touch fire, but I mean, I kind of can, but it's bad for you. But I can get closer to fire than I can spirit or air.
What about earth?
That's tangential. Tangential. That's tangible as hell.
Yeah.
You can touch
But, like,
it.
what about, like, an earth spirit? Do you think they're just walking clods of dirt?
I don't know what you're
Or are they
asking
still
me. Like an elemental spirit? I have a problem thinking about those things. I don't really know how I feel about them.
Okay. Now, which percentage of your chart is earth, did you say?
22%.
Okay. So equally as much as fire for you.
Fractionally less. It's 26% fire.
We did reach out to the beans about this, so maybe we'll find some conclusive evidence there. No,
we don't.
Okay. All right.
But
great.
They did give us more things to talk about. While you're looking, I'm going to go through some things that I've seen that I wrote down. So fire, you can burn it, use it to burn things. Sunlight and moonlight are a reflection of the sun, and you can use those things for scrying, like you can use fire for scrying. Water, you can use it for just washing things. You can do a snow bath. Spiritual bathing, steam cleansing, and water, and like scrying on the surface of the water. Air, you can use like the wind for cleansing, like I mentioned. Incense that's like a combo, and breath work. Earth, you can cleanse with crystals and salt. Spirit, I don't know why I wrote this down. Altars and divination.
Well, we did discuss on the bonus about I think we were talking about if something is in your house, some kind of negative, let's say, entity, and you're in bed and it's like you're using visualization to get them out. We did talk about calling on spirit to kind of be like, hey, can y'all handle this for me? So I think, like, you could say that you could argue that does have a place in cleansing. So I've got one from Sarah W. here. This is, I don't know if it affects what elements I work with, but I found this really cool. All my life, when the wind picked up, I feel energized, like static. Like static electricity is running through my body. Once I looked into my natal chart and found that it is predominantly air. I thought it was neato. And there has to be something to that.
Exactly.
Do you think that we're all just predetermined to kind of, even if it's not our main thing, it's
that's what that's what I want to ask.
Have like a preference, I guess.
I remember you and Macy talking about your home and then what you use regularly, and then your fickle mistress, which for both of you was water.
Yeah. That still stands. Yeah. I do love the water. I do love her. I feel like I don't give her enough attention. Do you think electricity, like lightning, all of its forms, do you think that counts more as fire or air?
To me, it's fire.
See, to me, it would be air.
It burns you.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. For sure. But like when I picture it almost like neural synapses, like it's jumping between like the spaces in the air.
I kind of think of lightning and forest fires.
I swear I thought you were
both of which jump.
I think they're kind of like water. I think lightning's water.
No. So Evidia says, I'm an air sign, but have lots of water in my chart. Pisces rising, Cancer moon, Libra sun. I love water, but I'm scared of rivers and oceans. Brother, that's because there's monsters in there.
Well, absolutely. That's your primer fear box going off.
And-
also, shout
and
out
Giardia.
Pisces rising. Oh, yeah, that. I was thinking like Nessie and like fanciful
Not
things.
in rivers, but when I think rivers, I think I'm going to get the freaking diarrhea.
Oh, I think I'm going to get the wee worm.
Yeah.
The thing that goes up your urethra.
You have to be in Peru or something, don't you?
You don't have to have a pee-pee for that to happen. Just watch out.
Also,
well, I'm scared
amoebas.
of fire.
Amoebas.
What? Oh, amoebas. Yeah, the eat your brain amoeba. Dude, I'm so scared. That's why it's purely the amoeba that eats your brain that I won't drink tap water. And I know that's a normal thing to do, is to drink tap water.
Well,
people drink tap water every day all the time. Well, yeah. Desiree says, I have more water than any other sign. Then fire and earth and air. I love the water. I would love to live near the beach. But as I've gotten older, I've fallen in love with the mountains, and I work with earth more than any other element. That's another thing we need to factor into this conversation is nature versus nurture. You know, the things that happen in our lives shape us. And I have found that as I get older, I am more pulled towards working with fire versus before witchcraft, before anything. I was always like, oh, I'm such a water baby. I love the water. The water's my favorite. If you would have asked me then, the water would have been number one, no question. But like now kind of it meaning something different to me and doing like these works with it. I'm coming around on the fire type, but nature versus nurture.
I've always been a little pyro.
Yeah.
Ever heard of it? I used to play with the candle when I was at my grandmother's house. I would go up there for the summer, and we would sit out on the patio, drink root beer floats, play dices, and I would fuck with the candles the whole time.
Fun. Macy and my shared grandmother yelled at me once because I kept dipping my finger in the wax and making little wax fingers. Yes. And she was like, you quit that. Yep. I still love that. Have you ever done the thing where they dunk your whole hand in the wax?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
It hurt a lot because the temps were off.
Ooh. Oh,
ta-da.
Feels like you could have gotten a settlement or something.
Well, I was in school and we were learning it as I forget what the word is, the things that you're supposed to do to help patients. And we kept saying, no, that's real hot. And they were like, you're just being dramatic. And I'm like, the fuck I am. I'm not doing that. It's hot.
I can just see.
Turns out I was right.
Yeah. I imagine you, and I know that this is not what you're saying. I know that you're not saying that this was like kindergarten age, but I'm just picturing little miniature you just being like, I'm not doing that. No, thank you. The fuck I am. Yeah.
Exactly. Ivy, who is my friend, who lives here.
Hi, Ivy.
I am a fire Aries sun. I think she was trying to write fiery because it says fires with a Z.
Fires, dude.
I am a fiery Aries sun with heavy earth placements and a sprinkle of water in Venus. I'm confused often. But sometimes they align enough in the vibrations of spring, life, and cycles that I can tune in and feel together. Mostly I work best with animals, children, shadow work, and now expanding into actual gardening.
Wow.
Okay, what are animals and children?
Spirit? Okay, animals got to be earth. What are humans?
I don't...
Spirit
virus.
Or earth?
They're a fucking virus.
They're a mistake? Yeah. A burden?
We're terrible.
Yeah.
I don't... I do think earth.
Because we're like made of carbon, right?
At least everyone I can think of, every origin story, we came from mud or something like that.
Hmm.
Or someone's rib. Shut the fuck up.
Sometimes I remember that that's a thing, and I would just go, wow.
Anyway, yeah, I think we are very earthy. Dust
I
to
think we're all
dust,
just,
come on.
I mean, yeah. But see, it's dual-sided because there's our physical bodies, which you could say are very earthy,
Yeah.
dust to dust, carbon, all that. But then there's something else there. There's our, our awareness, our spirit, our soul, if you will, whatever, right? This part of us that interacts with like the magic around us and stuff like that. And that's very spirit,
How much, what percent of the human body is water again? Some god awful, amazingly large percent water?
76.2.
And then we can't live without air?
So it's an amalgamation.
And you know what's not in there anywhere? Fire.
The fire of the passion of my heart.
Maybe that's our brains. Oh, the electricity. I don't know. Thoughts, the synapses. Synapses.
Yeah. It kind of branches up there into spirit territory.
So
it's
are we
almost
just the pinnacle of the elements?
Yeah, maybe we're just like what happens when all the elements come together.
Well, if you look at a pentagram, especially the ones where they're like spirit, earth, air, fire, water, and it's the thing, and it's the woman, the person standing like that.
Mm-hmm. Da Vinci Man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but you know what I mean. The Da Vinci Man.
I think it is called that.
I'm so fucking smart, dude.
I know.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yeah, wow, I've never thought about that. I'm sure that that's a conclusion that has been reached before, but I personally have never thought about that. That's very cool. I got one from Morgan. Is that the correct pronunciation?
I don't know. There's an AI. I'm an AI in there. So
Morgan. Leo sun, shout out, baby. Sag rising, so fire up front, but I have a bunch of Earth, Mercury, Mars, Venus, all Virgo, Jesus, and a handful of Cap placements. All right. So ambitious and willful, but in a grounded, practical, neurotic way. My main practice at this point is wearing protection jewelry, which is all metal and stone, so very Earth forward. I feel like the impact is more in what the elements represent thematically than in the literal interaction with an element, though. My work tends to be more grounded, earthy, in simple folk practices rather than big, complex ceremonial work, which is more air-themed.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that because, there is there's such a difference between different kinds of work that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that, like, I think it kind of feels like what it is, like these big, like exactly what they said, the rituals that are very, do things a certain way, have your certain materials. That's very air, that's very...
The robes.
I have no other word but highbrow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then like water working feels very emotional. Going out and screaming at the ocean. Are you kidding me?
Crying in the river.
Yes, exactly.
And you know what? No, you go.
I was just going to say, and then, like the earth conjure, stuff, or I'm conjure because that's my background, but like...
the dirt witches.
Folk.
Shout out dirt witches.
Dirt witches, exactly. And then what's the other one that we're missing? I guess fire.
Oh.
Fire's just blasting people away with Roman candles.
Okay, here's a thought. Do you, regardless of the element and what traditionally is applied to it, they said metal, and to me, metal is very fire.
Really?
Because when I work with metal, I'm using
metal
fire.
Worker. Yeah.
But I know most other people aren't doing that. So for me, I would use metal as a fiery thing. Yeah. Probably.
I think what we're learning here, at least what I'm kind of seeing, is that it is hard to put anything into one particular category. And I think that as humans, our brains like to categorize things. We like things to be, orderly and put together as type A or as type B as you are as a person. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our brains like order. And they like categorizing things and such. So I think when we're having this discussion of like, well, is electricity fire or air? We have to know. I think kind of the point of it all
has to be
is like it could be both. It could be a little of everything, you know? If you think about it, glass is like a type. Glass is I don't want to say it wrong and have the science nerds come after me, but glass is like water. Basically, isn't glass like kind of? It's glass. I've heard glass is a liquid. I gotta look this up. Hold on, I'm not phrasing it correctly, but I remember there's something here. Let me cook.
I love that you're saying that lately.
An amorphous solid. It lacks the rigid crystalline structure of typical solid. It's not a liquid, but because it does not flow at room temperature. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about structures and crystals and stuff like that. But there's a liquid quality to them, at least in a colloquial sense. An amorphous liquid. How's that? I mean, an amorphous solid. But my point is, just like us, you know, a blending of all of the elements, many things can be many things.
And it doesn't have to be everything.
It doesn't have to be everything. It can be nothing. Can it be I guess?
I have no water. I mean, I have no water in my chart.
I thought you just meant like your plumbing was fucked up. I don't have any water. Speaking of water, I'm going to take a big fat sip of my Diet Coke.
Oh. It looks so cool with all that sweat on the outside.
Oh, God. The thing is it's not. It's just sweaty because all the ice is gone, so it's fairly room temperature, but it's still tasty.
Great. It's just that humid there.
Oh, yeah. Don't you love it?
No.
Speaking of elements and things that make a witch, I would like to drop my little self-promo in right here, right now, because I want to talk to you about the thing that ultimately, that I sat and thought about it, led me down this path, and the thing that I have to thank for being a witch. So I'm going to drop that in here now, and then that way, Kim, you don't even have to listen to the spiel, because if I got started, I would never be able to stop. So please enjoy. Hi, guys. I want to share something that really matters to me. I have been thinking very seriously about streaming Skyrim again. And hold on, everybody chill out. I know everybody's probably like, brother, I don't care, I don't game. But hear me out. Skyrim is genuinely one of the emotionally immersive fantasy worlds that I have experienced. Not even just as a game, but as a world, as a universe, as its own thing. It's one of those pieces of media that feels very emotionally real to me. And when I was younger and maybe struggling, Skyrim felt like a place that I could disappear into for a little while. And it became a comfort world for me. It's not really gameplay for me. It's atmosphere and storytelling and wandering and cold mountains, forests in the night and ancient magic and taverns and snowstorms and ruins that have ghosts and all kinds of weird little stories hidden everywhere. You can literally wander into haunted crypts and find journals from somebody who died 100 years ago and learn all about them. And it just feels massive and epic, but also incredibly cozy. If you're unfamiliar, imagine if like Lord of the Rings was super cozy and you could just wander around outside forever and make your own stories. Or picture a giant solo D&D campaign where weird and wonderful things just happen to you all the time. And if I'm completely honest, This is where I get a little bit nerdy and it might be a little embarrassing, but Skyrim is kind of the reason I became a witch in the first place when I think about it. I had a very old playthrough that was very magic heavy, very alchemy heavy, and I was working with a lot of herbs in the game and making potions. And I remember thinking, hey, wouldn't this be cool if if like real life you could do this? If herbs had their own meanings and you could make stuff out of plants and it had all kinds of meanings. And that's what started me down the path of looking into herbalism and witchcraft and magical practices and all of that, which kind of means, hang with me here, without Skyrim, Wobah today would maybe never have happened, at least in the form that it did happen. My part, at least, would have looked very, very different, which is really insane to think about. I think people who have never played Skyrim, never played a game like Skyrim, or honestly don't even game in general would still really enjoy this because it's basically fantasy life simulator. You can camp and cook and ride horses and collect things, learn alchemy. You can make choices that matter more or less, get emotionally attached to NPCs around you. It just, I mean, the music alone will make me emotional. And the thing that I am most excited about is when we do this, we will get to build this character together. We'll get to pick what, type, their class, if we're talking D&D builds, we get to pick if they're like an elf or if they are like this cat person or, what type of person we play, the backstory, the choices, our companions. We all get to do it together. Twitch, if you have not joined us over there, it can be just this really cozy place for just this type of thing. And you can hang out with all of us and you can talk in the chat and influence the story, or you can totally just lurk and vibe and have it on in the background while you clean or bed rot or whatever it is. And we can all enjoy the very sit by the fire while fantasy life happens kind of vibes. I don't know. This one's just kind of special and sacred to me, and I think it would be very, very special to share it with all of you. That's what I am going to do. So I'm going to talk to you about it today, or wrap up talking about it today. Don't worry, we're almost through. The next episode we put out, I will remind you. Then we don't have an episode on the 27th, but on the 3rd, I will have one last little reminder in that episode, because the 3rd of next month, that is June, that is when my stream will be. I will update the socials about the timing and everything else. I'll have more information for you in subsequent episodes. It's about enough of me talking about this for now, but please join me on June 3rd. Let's play Skyrim together. I can't believe I even get to say that. You can check out my Twitch. It is totally free. It's twitch.tv/Charlye_ with a Y. That will be linked down below. You can hit the little heart to follow and get some kind of notification when I go live. And thank you so much for letting me talk about this and for listening to me. And I guess back to the show. Okay. Thank you guys for listening to that. For us, it was 2 seconds, but for you, I'm pretty sure that recording is
I want to know what it is
minutes.
now. I can't wait to hear it.
It's just me talking about Skyrim.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
I'm like, listen, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to say I wept as in I heaved and I'm awed about it, but I did have like a tear happen when I was like planning it and getting ready.
Yeah.
Shut up!
I'm excited because I've never seen it played. I've never played it. I know nothing about it other than that one little saying that people say, like, have gotten tattoos of. Sky above me, earth below me, fire within me.
Oh, no.
Was that
What's
not it?
that? No. As above, so below?
No.
That's not Skyrim either, but... let me guess, someone stole your sweet roll?
What?
I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow to the knee?
I know about the arrow to the knee.
Ah, okay, that is. I'll take it.
I'm excited for this.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm very glad. Okay,
You
that's
should
enough. That's
interview
enough.
yourself for your show.
Do what?
And just, I'll be the host and you just talk forever about Skyrim at me. And then you publish it for April Fool's next year.
I thought about doing that as an episode of my other podcast.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. I thought
That's what I
about
mean.
just having myself on.
Yeah.
You want to be the host?
Yeah. You write down the questions you want me to ask you. Because I don't know anything about it. I don't know what
Listen,
to ask.
A control freak's dream, dude. Are you kidding?
That would be
Okay.
fun.
Whew. Oh, gosh. Okay. Build me a Kim spell right now.
Okay. It's going to be a really windy day. And I'm going to make a little fire. And I'm going to write a bunch of stuff on a bunch of leaves. And I'm going to put my intention into those leaves. And I'm going to throw the leaves into the little fire. And the wind is going to blow all that smoke out to whatever needs to receive that intention. It's mostly going to be the wind doing the work.
Mm.
Plus, if there wasn't any air, the fire wouldn't exist.
That's true. Hey, that's true. That's another thing. What has to exist for Earth has to exist to hold all the other stuff in it. Without Earth, the water it'd just be a water planet, which I guess could exist. But
Venus. Water world.
And what would your spell be for?
It could be for anything.
Okay.
Okay, like today is, let's do yesterday because I don't feel like thinking very hard right now. Jupiter days for prosperity.
Yeah.
So I would take a bunch of bay leaves or I like eucalyptus. And I would write whatever I was working on. Let's say prosperity or not just prosperity. I want more customers for my business.
Mm-hmm.
So I would write like maybe things I'm going to try to do, like do more social media, increase social media, things that I actually can do.
Hey guys, check out our merch over on our website. Like that.
That's air because the airways. I hate
this whole
myself
podcast
for saying that.
Does this mean this entire podcast is air?
Well,
magic?
remember, isn't it an Aquarius?
That's correct.
The new version?
No. Then yeah. Wow.
Which is why we can't stay on topic for anything.
But that's okay, because that's why we're never going to run out of shit to talk about. Listen, your dads are here to make content for you.
Oh my gosh.
Like, your feelings on red velvet cake.
Ugh.
Meh. Meh.
What's yours? Do you like it?
No. I mean,
Oh.
it tastes fine.
I'm going to eat
But
it
the
because
hype-
it's cake, but I don't
I'm
give a
gonna eat
damn.
it because it's delicious.
Yeah.
But the hype around it, blow me off.
There are other kinds of cake I would much rather have. And I think the
Like-
whole point of that cake is the frosting, and I don't like frosting. But I don't eat the
More
cake, so
for
I don't know.
me.
Exactly.
Yeah. If you want to go somewhere and get a cake that you just eat the cake and then I'll just eat the icing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. Anyway.
This is going to be the weird. Remember that we did the episode that hasn't come out yet, the bonus that we planned
Oh!
the picnic?
Yeah.
And then we're like, no, we're doing this. It's going to be the most unhinged meal.
I guess food counts as earth.
I agree.
You know, I guess you could make an argument for a little fire for like the cooking of, but I don't know. Anytime we're having these snacks and a magical purpose, which by the way, have snacks and a magical purpose. Have your cakes and ale, if you will.
Yep.
Which could just be a Sprite and like a little Debbie.
Yum. My birthday is this weekend, bro, and I'm going to go get that Boston cream pie from Back Dough. Spelled D-O-U-G-H.
From Back Dough. What do you want for your birthday? What can the bean can do for you for your birthday? You want us all to go out and
subscribe,
like and subscribe. We could do your air. We could do some kind of air ritual in honor.
Go outside, find some wind. Even if you're standing in front of a freaking fan, I don't care.
Ooh.
Find some wind.
That's a wild sentence. Go find some wind. Yes.
And just blow some wishes into it. It doesn't have to be anything to do with me. Just go outside, do some witchcraft. And by that, I mean, go outside, find some wind, whether it's in front of a fan, you have a hand fan, or you get in the car and open the windows.
Yes.
And then whisper secrets and magic to the wind and let it carry it somewhere that you want to do something. Figure out what you want to do in the world and ask magic to help you do it.
You imagine you see somebody rolling down the road with all of their car windows open and they're just like
screaming wishes.
Secrets. I hope nobody finds out about that man that I killed. Yeah.
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 I want you to do some magic for my birthday, whether it's related to me or not. I don't give a shit because I decided that I'm not really celebrating my birthday this year because who cares?
Okay.
But I want you to go out and do some magic because shit's real fucked up right now and everybody's stressed out. And so maybe we aren't doing that because we're sitting in our houses worrying. So go outside. Get in a vehicle, wind the windows down, and get cleansed by that shit. Go outside on a breezy day. And yes, a breezy day. And do some magic. Take a pencil. If you live near water, take a pencil, go find a rock near the water, write something you want to let go of on the rock and throw it in that fucking river and let go of it.
Nice. Have you ever seen Saltburn?
No.
Okay, never mind. What if you took your car through the car wash and left all your windows open?
Nope.
It'd be water magic.
I don't think magic would be what that would be. It would be real bad.
Or do you just get really uncomfortable? Get slapped by those like things that slap your car.
I know, and it probably hurts a lot. If it's a no-touch, though. If it's one of those no-touch ones. Then it's just spraying a bunch of shit into your car.
Yeah. I don't trust them. I don't trust car washes.
Unhinged.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. All right, boys. I'm going to need y'all to tell us what your chart is. We're trying to get some market research done about this. I need to know the percentage of your chart, or, roughly, and what kind of magic are you drawn to elementally. We're going to see if there's some correlations here. Or not.
Yeah, you don't have to, but it's fun if you do.
I just meant maybe there's not correlations. They do have to. They are contractually obligated.
Never mind. You must.
By listening to this podcast, yeah. Do we have any announcements?
I don't think so. Just Keep an eye on the merch shop because new stuff is popping in pretty frequently.
Mm.
If you have if you have artwork, send it to us for
On
Fan Art
Friday,
Friday.
yeah. Fan Art Friday, hashtag, I guess.
Yeah.
Fan Art Friday. And don't forget to check out Madam Spectre and the Grave Robbers. Not only the band, specifically the band, but also the art that was made by, I don't know if we're allowed to use their name, by the
Madam
member.
K.
Yes. That we have and we'll have posted, and it's just real cool. Check out the cover of this episode.
It's real cool.
Say happy birthday, belated, to your grandpa.
Or just go outside and scream out your car window.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Actually, you did already tell us what we can do. Yes. And it did just hit me that this will come out after, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Who cares? Nothing's real.
Correct.
Yeah.
And buy your ticket for Anahadas if you haven't. Because we're going to be there.
All right.
Also, our Patreon is getting more active. So you should visit it. I just watched that process. It was the sound of when the paper runs out on those little 10-key calculators and it's just going whiz, whiz, whiz. That's what you just did.
I don't even know what happened. Ooh. Okay, well, I gotta get out of this room.
Stared at your ceiling for 30 seconds.
My eyes went. Yeah. All right.
Okay, everybody, bye.
Everybody, bye. Check us out. All of our socials and stuff is linked below. We'll catch you on the next time where I'll scream to you about Skyrim again, and then that'll probably be the last time. Bye.
Can't do that.
You can do anything that you set your mind to.
Okay.
Butterfly in the sky. I can go twice as high.
Take a look inside
It's in
a
a book.
Reading rainbow.
Reading rainbow. Okay. Butterfly in my ass. Oh,
Okay.
abrupt end.
I guess that's it. Ooh, that slap bass.
Those noises were in it. All right.
Okay.